Hi, welcome to climbingarborist.com. This is our third episode in our SRT series, and in this video we're going to be covering various different options for redirects. Okay, so I've roped in up the top there, and what we're going to do is we're going to redirect off this limb and drop down. So the first one I'm going to show you is just a simple redirect, natural crotch redirect. So using no equipment whatsoever, I'm just going to feed some of my tail through this fork, and what I'll do is slowly come down, slowly come down, slowly come down until I'm near the fork, and then I'll just release quickly and drop through the fork. And that's the first one. Okay, so this next one I'm going to show you is just a simple redirect with a sling. So just choke the sling around the redirect point, then descend to a stage where you can connect the sling around the line above your wrench or other single rope device, and then as you descend it'll take the weight, and there you go. That's just a simple redirect. So you see it's kind of directing through there, sharing the load, although the line can still kind of move back and forward through the carabiner. For this next one, I'm just going to put my lanyard around this point here, because the reason I'm going to do that is because I need to slacken off my main line for this one. So again, we'll use a webbing sling. I'm just going to wrap that around twice because this limb is quite thin and I want the carabiner quite close to the stem here. Okay, now it's time to slacken off the main line. Now my lanyard is loaded, so I'll slacken that off just enough so I can tie a knot in the end. So what I want to do here is tie a clove hitch. So set the clove hitch, place that through the carabiner. Now what this does is this makes this a static or fixed redirect, because you've tied a knot around the carabiner so the line can't run freely through the carabiner. So the benefit to this is you can adjust this clove hitch so that both the main tying point and this limb here are sharing the load equally, and once your weight's on it, then it's not going to rub backwards and forwards. So if you're on a base anchor, that top tying point, even though it doesn't really move, when you load and unload, it kind of rubs quite a lot around the cambium layer on the top point there. So if you're creating this redirect static, it's not going to have that moving effect every time you unweight your line and then you load it again. It's kind of completely fixed, and both points are sharing the load, so it kind of helps out on the weight aspect of things. So now I'll just unweight my lanyard, and you can see now that clove hitch is loaded there, so it's kind of evened out the weight, which is a better system than just using a simple straight through the carabiner. So now I can take my lanyard off, connect it up, and then descend from that redirect. Okay, for the last redirect system I'm going to use a multi-sling with a large carabiner on and a small carabiner attached to a little prusik, so that I can kind of adjust depending on the size of the stem. We can actually use this system as a retrievable redirect. So obviously the smaller carabiner is going to be the retrievable one that gets caught with like the overhand knot. So I put that through the fork now I'm actually gonna take my lanyard and place that on top of the multi-sling. I don't want to put it underneath because it'll get trapped once I weight my line onto the multi-sling. So I'm just gonna put that over the top. Now I'm gonna unweight my main line and then attach the small carabiner and the large carabiner. Now I'm going to start to lower myself on my lanyard, and slowly but surely my main line will start to load up. Like so. And now I can take my lanyard off, attach that back onto my side D's, and now I can descend. Okay, so imagine a bigger tree. If I've redirected using the multi-sling with the two carabiners, gone down, but then come back into the main trunk, I can then lanyard on. Even if I've got a canopy tie, as long as you put some weight on the tail of your line, and it's quite a clear line down for your rope, so there's not much friction. Pull that up through, bit of a jiggle to get that weight through the large carabiner, and there you go. And because of the weight and everything on there, if I just let go of that line now, see, it just feeds through there nicely. As long as you've got like a clean shot straight down through the canopy and there's not too many branches. It's a really good system for a retrievable redirect, as long as you can get back into the main trunk in line with where your main canopy tie-in is.